it looks like economic growth in Alberta will contract by another 1.3% to total 2.4%, according to Minister of Finance Joe Ceci's fiscal update. According to that update, the Fort McMurray wildfires will add up to $500 million more in deficit for the province, and the disaster accounted for an extra 0.6% of the total of additional decreases in economic growth. It seems that the only good news coming along with this update is that oil prices have risen from 42 to 45 US dollars a barrel, which amounts in increasing revenues by $744 million. And although Ceci claims that the NDP have now created 10,000 jobs, much of that work was already done by the previous federal and provincial governments with pre-approved infrastructure projects. Overall, Ceci argued that low oil prices continue to be the main culprit for Alberta's economic woes, and that the Fort McMurray wildfires added to the despair, causing losses of $300 million in royalties and income taxes. Admittedly, low oil is a large factor when it comes to Alberta's dwindling economy, but there's also no denying that NDP policies have been bad for business, and when combined with low oil prices, have made a worse situation much, much worse. When asked about how he counters criticism about bad NDP policies like the corporate tax and minimum wage hikes, here's what Ceci had to say.
We are doing the kinds of things that are necessary. I'm very proud of all the different things that have been done by this government. We're, on the corporate tax side, we're asking businesses, and on the PIT side, we're asking people, those who are more well off, to share more in the repair of this province to put us on a sounder financial basis. And on the minimum wage side, we're definitely assisting low-wage workers to have a bit more money so that they can lead a better life. Those are things that progressive governments do and weren't done in the past because of the ideology of the previous conservative governments.
So basically, he's suggesting that corporations and well-off people that have worked hard for their money should give up more of that hard-earned money to take care of people, because the government clearly can't make a plan that works. Joe Ceci blamed low oil and the wildfires for more debt, but he didn't mention that the government is out $900 million in business revenue, and that there's a projection of almost $500 million more in losses. That means that we're now starting to see the effects of hiking corporate taxes, and it ain't pretty. Businesses have left the province and have now sunk their investments elsewhere, or they're making less money because they have to pay increased wages and property taxes. These are two obvious realities that are starting to catch up to the NDP government, and it seems that they'll never learn that they simply can't get blood from a stone. What's even worse is that when asked what the ceiling was for government spending or debt to GDP ratios, there were no answers. Joe Ceci said today that there are plans for diversifying the economy in order to depend less on oil. But it's becoming clear that the real problems lie within their destructive policies and spending habits. For the Rebel.media, I'm Holly Nicholas.
Thanks for watching. Click here to never miss a Rebel update. Want even more of the Rebel? Well, click here to become a premium member.